So, in light of this beautiful news, I would like to propose that we turn Charlie Kirk into a verb. For example, I think that Stephen Miller needs to be kirked.
All over the internet right now, people are threatening to target other prominent figures in the way that Charlie Kirk was targeted. And not all of these people are just random leftist losers from TikTok. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all leftist losers. But some of these people are part of militias and armed organizations, some of which are directly tied to both Tyler Robinson and his little boyfriend, Lance Twiggs. These are groups that are planning to carry out other attacks. These are groups that were conspiring with Tyler and Lance to do what they did to Charlie. These people are not joking around. They're not posting this stuff for shits and giggles. They mean what they say. As psychotic as they look, as psychotic as they sound, you better take their threats seriously. Look at what happened to Charlie. Now, you guys know, I have been working overtime for the past few days, using my platforms to expose whatever I can about this case, to expose the people who knew that something was going to happen to Charlie. And we were able to find so much, but unfortunately, it has now come to my attention, and I put out a full video about this on my main channel, Cinema Shogun. Go check it out. It has now come to my attention that the governor of Utah, who has been all in front of the cameras ever since Charlie got taken out, it turns out that he rakes in a bunch of money and donations and stuff from Big Pharma, who are giving him money to push trans ideology. So even though we have uncovered this group of trans radical people who are plotting and planning attacks, the governor of Utah is someone that sympathizes with these people, and he protects these people. And I think that might explain why, even though we've uncovered all of this, even though the FBI has been provided with all of this information, for some odd reason, the governor is still pretending like Tyler was working alone, and the governor was actually saying kind words about Tyler's trans boyfriend, saying that he was shocked and had no idea, even though they found messages in his phone showing that he knew exactly what was going on. And another weird thing that was reported is that members of the FBI actually knew who the suspect was, had photos of him for about 12 hours before they told the FBI director, Kash Patel. And I believe those reports because I reported to you guys that photos of Tyler Robinson were floating around on social media for about a half a day or so before law enforcement ever announced that they had photos of the suspect. So the internet already had photos, and it looks like the FBI had photos for about a half a day, and they concealed the information and did not even tell the FBI director. And apparently Kash Patel is upset about that. I don't know what's going on there, but that was reported as well. And I just find all of this to be shady because it's clear as day, the evidence is clear as day, that Tyler was telling people, or that his boyfriend was telling people what he was going to do. All of these trans people in the area, all of these trans people who are following and are followed by Lance and by Tyler on social media, all of them were hinting that Charlie was going to get hurt. It's not a coincidence. The evidence is plain as day. But I'm really worried that something might not be done about it because of the governor. And I'm telling you, these groups span across America. And right now, the order has been given to people in these groups to go to Charlie Kirk visuals, because people are having little candlelight ceremonies and stuff for Charlie Kirk across college campuses. Various cities are having events for Charlie Kirk for people to come out and pray and stuff like that. People in these trans, violent groups that are connected to Tyler and Lance, they've been given the order to go out to these Charlie Kirk events to cause problems, to stir up trouble. In fact, one person went to a memorial for Charlie Kirk today and tried to destroy it. And it just so happens that he was wearing the same exact shirt that Tyler was wearing when Tyler killed Charlie. So there is definitely a connected group here. And I don't want to keep sounding repetitive, but I have to, because we got people like the governor of Utah, and let's just say it's in his best interest to not let this information get out there. But I have a video that I want to show you of one of these people simply like just coming in for no reason, starting problems, destroying Charlie Kirk's memorial. Let's roll that footage, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts. It's clear as day that these people want violence. They don't like the reaction that they're seeing right now. They wanted some sort of or some form of retaliation, so then they can point the fingers and play victim and act like, oh, Charlie Kirk and people who supported him were the bad guys all along. They're purposely sending out agitators. That's what these are. They're sending out agitators to these events to provoke people into doing something bad, or not even something bad. I don't think it's bad if you go out and start stomping on Charlie's memorial and someone knocks you out. I don't think that's bad, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get reactions. They're trying to provoke people, because what they're realizing right now is they don't want to sit where we're at right now. Right? They don't want to sit right here where the last thing on everyone's mind is not just that these violent trans leftists killed Charlie, but most of the Democratic Party is literally online celebrating it like some freaking demonic maniacs. And look, I'm not saying that everyone had to like Charlie. I'm not saying that you have to feel as bad as me. But your immediate reaction, getting online and cackling and laughing and doing dances, that's weird. That's very weird. It's evil. It's demonic. I can't find a better word to describe it. But they want to get some sort of a reaction out of people. That's what it's all about. And as of right now, they haven't gotten that reaction. But I can tell you that these people are not going away. They're not going away at all. They don't like that we're sitting right here, like I said, in this moment, after they killed Charlie, and then they celebrated about it. They know it's a bad look. They know that anyone who may be moderate or in the middle, anyone who has a shred of human decency, is looking at these people like they're absolutely psychotic. So they want something to change the narrative. And in order to do that, they're sending out their little minions to provoke people at Charlie Kirk memorials and visuals and everything all over the country. And that's not it. Behind the scenes, they're naming names. They're making plans. And unfortunately, even though I and other people on the internet can expose this stuff, the FBI has done nothing. The governor looks like he's running cover, and I have no confidence at all that any of these people are going to be rounded up. So unfortunately, at some point, whether it's a week from now, a month from now, 5 years from now, who knows, we're going to be here having another conversation about an event just like this one, because the problem is not going to be nipped in the bud. Because the people who should be nipping this bud in the problem, a lot of them sympathize with people like that. And they probably get off to lady furry boys and stuff like that. So yeah, man. We got a long road ahead of us. I can tell you that for sure. But for now, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.